Hello, colleagues. My name is Sean Baytall. I'm a chemistry teacher at John A. Ferguson Senior High. We're all in this together trying to figure out this package that's been handed to us with very little instructions. Today in this short video, I'm going to show you how to set up a connect to one of your periods from the tiles that apparently have been all lumped together, all of your periods, into one of a few tiles representing each of your preps. So I teach regular, I teach honors, and I teach honors gifted chemistry. So I have those three tiles, plus I have the Introduction to Online Learning. Now I've already set up the Introduction to Online Learning Connect session, and we showed that in another video. As far as I understand, I'm not going to be setting up a Connect session with Period 1 because of that, because my Period 1 students are the Introduction to Online Learning students. So what I'm going to do here now is go to my Period 3 regular chemistry students, and I'm going to set up their session. Now their period runs from 10:14 to 11:44. That's an odd clock time, and it's not going to be accounted for in the times available. So you'll see that I will make a session that brackets that time. Let's get started. I'll talk while I'm doing it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at my classes. I'm currently on the landing page. I'm going to go to my classes, and you will see my regular chemistry, my honors chemistry, my honors gifted chemistry, and my Introduction to Online Learning tile. Now again, each one of these tiles of these three represent multiple periods dumped together. You can filter them from your K-12 page, this page here. Once you click the individual tile, you have the ability to filter to the individual period. That's not what I'm going to do right now. Remember, I'm not setting up period 1 for a Connect session for this week because I've already done that through the Intro to K-12 Online Learning. That is my period 1 class for next week. Each of us who have a homeroom or a period 1 are going to be responsible for just that, for the progress of those first period students. Now, of course, we are throughout the day going to be checking in with all of our periods and monitoring during those periods and giving access to those students so that they can ask us questions, but they're going to be working on their period 1 Introduction to Online Learning, and we're there to simply facilitate, introduce ourselves, and take attendance. Now let's go ahead and go into my regular chemistry tile, and we're going to set up a Connect session for period 3 regular chemistry. So this is the page that I'll do that on. This represents all of my regular chemistry students. I'm pretty sure if I go up here, I'll be able to see the ability to filter under class list. I can also do it under progress. If I go in progress, I can filter by periods. There's period 3, period 7. So that's how you're going to be able to see your individual periods. You go to your prep tile, and then you filter by the appropriate period. We're not doing that right now. Now we're going to make a Connect session to period 3. So I'm back at the home page for class, for the regular chemistry. I clicked class home to get there. And I'm going to create a new session. Now we go to the LMS page, the Learning Management Software page. I'm going to leave it on Classroom. Originally we told you to set it up by small groups, but we've learned since then that if you set it up by Classroom, any changes to the roster will result in an automatic adjustment to the invitations of the new students. The new students will get the invitation to the Connect session. I would imagine, if they're thinking, that they would also remove the invitation from the students transferred out if that were to happen. So we're going to go ahead and go continue. I'm going to give this a title. I've already done this once, so I'm going to call it Period 3 Regular Chemistry Connect Session. I did it before, deleted it because I wanted to add my audio. I'm going to select a subject. This is science. By choosing science, that now preloads the course name. Now you can try to find, but there's so many courses. I'm not going to dig through there. I'm going to just start typing my class, and there it is, Chemistry 1. It's not honors. It's not honors gifted. This is Chemistry 1 regular. And I'm going to call this unit Getting to Know Each Other and Assisting with IOL. We choose none for program. Continue. I'm going to set the date for Monday the 31st. Now remember, I read to you the odd schedule that I have for period 3, 10:14 to 11:44. I can't do that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start the session at 10 a.m. I'm pretty sure if a student clicks the login at 10 a.m., he or she will be able to get in there, but they'll be waiting. I'm not going to log in until 10:15 or 10:14 or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and make this for 2 hours, which will bracket the entire time. I'll close it before 2 hours, but I'm going to go ahead and set it up. The reason why you want to do that, if you set it or leave it for the 30 minutes or a shorter than the entire period time, if a student comes late or if the connection is dropped and your students have to all log back in, if you didn't set it long enough, they'll be told that that session is already over. So I'm going to give it 2 hours. I can close that session before the 2 hours. I'm going to repeat this session. Now this doesn't make sense because this is only 1 week for now, but I'm going to go ahead and set it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now I've heard that they're going to be establishing a possibility of alternating schedules. But for now, because the following week it might be Tuesday, Thursday for this group of students, I'm only going to do it 1 week, so I'm going to end it on Saturday. Now they don't have class on Saturday, but this will allow those 3 days. Now it's possible I could have ended it on Friday. We haven't tried that yet. I don't want to try that yet. All right, so I think I'm good. I have my day to start. I have my time to start. I'm going to let it run 2 hours. I have clicked the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this upcoming week that those students should be meeting with me. Remember what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to log on at 10:14. I'm going to greet my students, and I'm going to take attendance. The very first day, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. I'm going to talk a little bit about the concept of the chemistry class that we will start in the week to come. I'm not going to talk longer than 10 minutes about any of that. I am going to tell them that on Wednesday, when we meet again, I'm going to ask them to have a description of their favorite food or some kind of icebreaker where they start talking about themselves to me. Because remember, this first week of school is Introduction to Online Learning. This is not chemistry class next week. The chemistry class starts the following week. And by then I'll have my syllabus, my course expectations, the assignments for the first couple weeks, other such class pertinent information. All right, so we're going to go ahead and say continue now. Everything looks good. Now we're going to select who's going to attend this class. I'm going to say students, teachers. Now, I don't have to click teachers because I am the teacher and I'm setting this up. By default, I would already be included. But if you had paras or a team teacher, perhaps, that would be the thing to do. And I'm going to go ahead and invite the administrators. I do not believe the administrators are in the information yet. They have not yet been added. They don't even have access to this software. And I'm going to come down here and find my period 3 class. I'm going to leave it required. All right, so now we see the administrators, the students, and the teachers have all been required to attend these 3 sessions next week. I'll hit continue, and now we get one more chance to make sure we've inputted all the right info. Looks good to me. You can always pause and double check. If at this point you realize you've made a mistake, you can always go up here and click participants to change that. You can change the date and time and the session details. Now, if you made a mistake up here, the classroom, session type, the session name, the instructional level, I don't know a better way to do it. You can just close this window and start all over by going back to the chemistry class tile. Now, if you make a mistake after you hit schedule the session, which I'm going to do right now, we're told that we're scheduled. If you did make a mistake at that point, I'm going to close this window. It's going to take 15 minutes for it to show up on the schedule, but we could go to Class Connect. We got to go to Weekly View. We're going to choose the 31st as the starting of the week. That's the session. You could go over here and view or edit it. Again, if you made a mistake in the type of session, I do believe you would have to delete it and start all over. All right, that's the video. Good luck, guys.